We're live. Oh, crap. We're here. Do something. All right. So we're back for another week of answering your guys' questions. So get them in the chat box wherever it appears on your device. We're going to try to answer that. Super chats get a spin of the wheel. We are playing the game of Snowboard. So if you spell out enough letters to spell out the word snowboard, you win a snowboard. We still have a ton of snowboards to give away. We have redone the wheel this week. You could also win stickers too, because that's a thing. And I ate 3 donuts today too. Just thought I'd share that with everyone. So yeah. And we do have a poll in the chat box as well. So 100 days till snowboarding, are you? And pick an answer in there. So yeah, that's kind of what we've got going on there. So let's you want to dive right into this, TC? Since
yeah, might as well.
Because it's just a wall of green super chats. From letters, should we roller coaster today? Hashtag letters for letters. How many times do you think we can get him to go bankrupt?
How many have you gone already?
2 or 3. Well, he's won a small sticker pack.
Nice.
So make sure you email info@angrysnowboarder.com and I will have TC mail that out probably Monday, since you're going golfing this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And letters just coming in hot. Hail King Dictator MB Malort of Netherlands. Why has Malort never made a parody called Malort and Milady?
Because nobody wants it that bad.
I guess. Check your screws, heathens. All right. And we got another letters super chat. PSA, watch the whiskey documentary. Hashtag a letters for letters. Yeah. Check the cultural mystery link of the week. I think anyone that grew up snowboarding in the 90s will appreciate that link. I actually got a group text from Benny from Nitro about it, so I knew it had to be something important.
Yeah.
Ooh, reverse spin. This is what we're doing today. Oh, next question gets a spin. So we have to go find a question. Jesus, I'm way down here. All right. We'll take this one from Bart Simpson's head. Wait, where is it? This one right here. Bart Simpson head. How long till Avon steals Tommy's new board to test? He got a Yonex.
Yep.
I don't know. Tommy said he was going to try to put us in touch with a distributor and try to get some boards. So I don't think I have to take his personal one. On top of the fact, I think he rides like a 51. TC would have to ride it.
And even then, it's pretty small for me. Tommy's not a big guy.
No. Tommy is like smaller than Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Travis is tiny.
He is, actually. I've never even thought of that. He is.
Yeah.
But, at least he's got 4 screw holes now instead of 2.
Yeah. No Burton slide track. I wonder if he got new bindings. I should ask him.
Was he rocking reflexes before, or?
Oh, wait. He wasn't on EST, so yeah. He might not have been. So
I would recommend.
Well, you just hit bankruptcy, sir. So I hope you weren't on here, but I'll double check. I got pages upon pages. Doesn't look like you lost anything. So, all right. Let's see.
Did he buy that from a shop, or did they send him?
Yeah. He stopped at a powder something in New Jersey.
Okay.
But it looks like they import a lot of Japanese stuff and whatnot. So it's like, that's cool. All right. Oh God, we are way up here. Okay. All right. We got MB. Your Lord and Savior MB is here. Person below you loses a letter, which happens to be you. Also, God, King, Emperor, Dictator, Chancellor. You're just screwing yourself here out of things. This is ridiculous. And I know you're on here somewhere. It's just what page are you on? At least I thought you were. This is... Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought you were on here. Or did you go bankrupt one time? Too many. Oh, no, wait. No, wait. I found you. You were on page 1. You have nothing now. You had an S. You had nothing. But I will give you another spin. God damn. You are so lucky that TC loves you. You got your S back.
You got it back. All right. Next spin, you're probably going to lose it again.
Yeah. All right. We got letters, stickers, and letters and spins. Oh, my. Hashtag do the voice. My name's Randy. Stickers and letters and spins. Oh, my. Well, there you go. Is it going to... Oh, you won 2 letters. Well, that puts you back to SN.
He always starts off hot. Always starts off hot. And then it just falls apart about halfway through.
Yeah, exactly. MB, ready to seal my doom. Spin it. Person below loses a letter. That's you again.
God damn it.
You're sealing your own doom there, bud.
Yeah.
Will you risk my sanity? Spin the wheel, please.
All right, get it back right here.
Person below loses a letter. That was you again. Will you unleash chaos for me? Spin it.
MB is just playing by himself right now. Hey.
This is great. You got nothing. You got nothing.
That's better than losing another letter.
That's true. Letters. Chaos reigns like a napalm 380. Hashtag join the Discord. Yes, we do have a Discord. Sometimes I put the link in the description. I don't think I did this week. Well, the person above and below you get a letter. So that's MB. So he gets 2. Because he's above and below you. This is ridiculous.
See, there you go. You're back.
You're actually ahead of where you were. All right.
That'll change right here.
Yeah. PSA, buy a spring break resort twin. I endorse this message. I do.
Thank you for weekly service announcement.
You get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got our boy Slushy Shredder. Listen to MB, buy resort twin. That's 2 messages in a row. Well, the person above and below you get a letter, which is MB and letters. So MB is at S.N.O.W.B.O.A.R.D. I think letters is the same. Yep. You just helping the community here.
Mm-hmm.
And letters wants everyone to take your friend's resort twin and jib it till it's dead. No way. Oh, he's coming in hot. He just won 2 more letters.
Boom.
He's up to B now. How long till he bankrupts himself?
It's about time.
You know what's happening.
Yeah.
All right. We actually have a real super chat question from Slushy Shredder. Equivalent of New Force for the ladies, any good? That would be the trilogy, and it would be the New Force. They redid the whole thing. So yes, that is very good. It's a very good binding. They really overhauled it. So
yep.
It's just
literally the
equivalent of the Force. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say literally the exact same thing, just fit to a woman's boot. Like,
yep.
But a spitting image, if you got small boots, you can easily get one and you'll be fine too. Yeah.
Yep. Ouch. Wait. Oh, TC loves you, Slushy. You get a letter. You get a letter. You can't deny that we don't try to give stuff away. We just make it harder.
It was like a carnival game the past 2 weeks. It's really hard to win.
Well, she's up to S.N.O.W. now. So that's good. All right. Another super chat from Letters. TC, what POW board would you pair with the K2 Manifest team? Rad Dad with size 13 boots at 180 pounds that probably won't spend the cash on a battalion surfer. # Letters for Letters.
I mean, if you want to stay with K2, I'd go like an excavator probably. Just nice and wide, especially for that 13 boot. But you're definitely going to have to be on something on the wider side. If you want to keep it more freestyle, you could go like a lumberjack. That 13 should still fit on one. Am I right there, Abram? Easily. There you go. Otherwise,
lumberjack, like easily.
Yeah. Otherwise, like a hovercraft 2.0 as well. Like I would say that's going to be wide enough for you. And you can even kind of downsize on that one a little bit too, like the excavator. Not as much as the excavator, but you can still get away with a little shorter deck on that. What do you got?
Think about like a ride, like a war pig or a super pig.
Yeah.
Get that short and wide in there.
Mm-hmm.
Could always do an orca.
I'd probably say super pig over the war pig if you could. You could.
Let's see. Well, like you can check out the Nitro Slash. Like some of those quiver boards from Nitro are really wide. The Slash especially. That's another good one. So, but this question was specifically for you, so it doesn't matter what.
I know. I just want to know what you were thinking.
Yeah.
And hang on to that team manifest. Hold on to that thing.
Oh, he just won 2 letters. He's going for it. He's going for it today, people. We've seen him here before.
Penny crossed the finish line.
He has been. He's had it to the R, and then he lost the D. All right. And then we got letters. Does this count as in the weeds? # letters for those. No, we're definitely not in the weeds. We'll be able to catch up. We'll be able to catch up with you guys. This is not an issue. Guess who just won a snowboard?
Yeah, there you go. Congratulations.
After how many weeks of trying?
You're going to pick up your banana hammock wherever.
At Thirsty Thursday?
Yep, at Thirsty Thursday.
I'm going to pick that up in person?
Yep.
Well, that's another board off the list.
Oh.
So, on the plus side, you don't have to mail them stickers now. We can just throw them in the board box.
Yep, there we go.
There you go. Question is, what board do we give him that'll just piss him off to have? That's what I want. Do we give him the commissioner to go with his B-sod?
Well, I mean, he's got the team manifest, didn't he say?
No, that was for a friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry.
All right. We got a super chat here from Ruff. PSA, start planning your Thirsty Thursday trip, you heathens. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
February is coming. So, for those of you that don't know, every year after President's Monday, which will be the 20th of February, we do a meetup at Ski Cooper outside Leadville. Not Copper, Ski Cooper. They do $30 lift tickets. If you buy them early, you have to buy them 48 hours in advance. They're $30. We have a radar gun being sent to us, supposedly. So we're going to do fastest person on the flattest mountain in Colorado. Like, I love that they have a rope tow, and it's just like, it's more or less just pulling you along the surface. But yes, Thirsty Thursday is coming. So start planning for that if you want to come to that. If you're in Colorado, I expect you all to show up. It's a good time. We had about 40-something people. We give out some stuff. We ride with people. You meet some new friends. You waited 2 hours for a beer at the bar. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the next question gets a spin. So let's find one. All right. Well, we'll take this one from Ali Zacharone. Bucket list places to ride. What do you have, sir?
Baldface, the Alps, and Japan.
Baldface for sure. I would like to do a whole season in Japan, or at least a full month. Valley Nevado, Chile, and I would like to go with my old roommate Nico, and have him show me around down there. I'd like to go to Australia or New Zealand, mainly New Zealand, so I could go see my friend Chris, who used to be Bruce Campbell's stunt double on Xena. Very random thing, right? That I have a friend that was the stunt double for Bruce Campbell on Xena, Lesbian Warrior Princess. But yes. So
yeah, it is very random.
It's the most random thing ever. But I'd love to go see my friend Chris and go do that and go ride some of the ski fields in there. I think that the Alps would be cool. I think there's.
I really just want to go through the train ride through the Alps, like to get to each mountain and then just eating at each mountain because their food is amazing instead of eating $50 hamburgers that are dog shit here.
I would like to do actually northern Italy.
That'd be cool
because everything's like connected with gondolas and trams and stuff, and I think that would be really cool. So, yeah. So, all right. Well, let's give Allie a spin here. But further proof that anyone can win a snowboard.
That's true.
Or go bankrupt.
So close.
So close. So close. I don't even know if you're on the list, but if you're not, you're not getting on it now. Oh, man. I love how everyone's like, this is clearly rigged. It is. It's a game of chance. It's rigged. It's rigged for the chance. All right. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? We have another super chat from Ruff. Thirsty Thursday fun events. Full strapped in wrestling with Bezium, Pacifico truck beer chugging, rope tow death, and radar gun races to the bottom. And again, on who goes fastest up the chairlift. No, the race to the top is you versus Charles on his split board. Who can make it up faster, Charles on the split board or you on the chairlift that takes like 30 minutes?
That's a good. Actually, that'd be pretty fun.
That would be the most hilarious.
Because I mean, you don't really have to go at a good pace, but it's a decent pace for walking up. But it's not that bad of a walk because it's pretty flat. So
yeah, I will also settle for anyone that wants to run to the top. Doesn't want a split board. You just want to go for it.
You just hike up if you want. It's not that like.
It's not steep.
It's not
a brisk hike. Oh.
I'd recommend staying in the middle of the run where they actually groom. Otherwise, it might get a little deep depending on the day.
Well, you won yourself a small sticker pack, sir. You won yourself a small sticker pack, so I'll write that down. You're probably out on the oil rig, so you won't email us with your address to send it. All right. Well, let's see. Well, we don't need to click on letters anymore. So, Tim Hunt with the start giving away golf clubs.
I don't think you want my golf clubs.
They didn't say they had to be your golf clubs.
That's
I
true,
mean,
but that's
I'm
the only ones we
totally
have.
not opposed to doing run-by grabbings at the golf course, just grabbing clubs and running.
I was thinking we'll just start sending out ones that you get from like the really shitty garage sales. Just like ones you see with cobwebs from like the 70s and like a full leather bag. Like the bag costs more than the clubs do at this point.
I thought it would be funny to go to a garage sale and buy some old snowboard equipment up here. We box it up and then forget what we put them in there, and then I just throw them in a closet for about a year or two. Then we pull it out at that point, and it's the mystery snowboard. But I'll put like 1 or 2 real boards in there. So it'll be like 5, 6 boxes. And I just grab it and I don't know what's in it, or I have someone else pack it and ship it. So
yeah,
you might get a $20 yard sale board. You might get something that's new and inline. Ugh.
That would be cool. That's a fun game of chance right there. I play.
Like, what did I get? Is it a real board or isn't it? I think that could be funny. All right. We got Steven with the super chat. Arbor Clovis or an Amplid Soulmate? Which one? Depends what shape you really want to go to. The Soulmate is way stiffer than the Clovis. Way stiffer, especially from under the front foot back through the tail. The Clovis is more of a uniform flex. It's still stiffer, but it's not as stiff as the Soul. Wait. No, wait, I take that back. I'm confusing the Soulmate with something else. Soulmate's softer. The Soulmate is softer than the Clovis. Clovis is going to have better edge hold on it. It's got more consistent pop through it in there. If I had to choose, I would probably go with the Clovis over the Soulmate. That's me personally. I just like the way Grip Tech rides. If you've never been on either of those, have you? That's what I thought. You're fired. Spray skiers, Steven. Spray some skiers. All right. Oh, we got Beziums. The letters in MB going hard today. Can you tell me we all miss riding? No, nobody misses riding in here at all. That's why we have a poll going on. Hashtag no Rangoons for you. Hashtag castaways are traitors. He tried to order Rangoons. He called them last week and tried to order Rangoons and have them deliver. But none of the guys down there are like, which unit is Averins? They're like, I know the building. I don't know which unit. And then I walked in and one of the homies told me about it. And I was like, wait, what? Oh, that would have been funny.
That would have been really funny. Just get a knock at the door and you're like, what the fuck's at my house?
Oh, next question gets a spin. Let's find a question. All right. Oh, wait. We'll take this one from John Gacy right here. Angry TC, let's go skydiving. You want to go skydiving?
No.
Me either.
And it's never seemed to be.
Because I have to be strapped to someone. I haven't had enough jumps to do it solo. So until I can go out solo, I don't want to go.
I'd rather be Baby Bjorn on
with some other dude.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of
wait, if we go,
could
I be nuts to butts with the random guy and then you're nuts to butts with me and we go triple?
No.
And then I'll feed you a banana as we fall.
It reminds me of
being in your car and a banana peel just splatters on the windshield.
You ever see the movie what is it? It's a used car salesman movie with Jeremy Piven.
Live Hard, Sell Hard?
Yeah.
Where Will Ferrell dies.
Yep.
Yeah.
No spoilers for the folks out there that haven't seen it. But yeah, it reminds me of that. At the end, Jeremy's trying to sell the car and he just has TJ Miller strapped to his back the whole time walking with him. And it's just like, I think it's the funniest thing in the world.
I forgot that was TJ Miller in that.
Yeah.
Before he went insane.
And Craig Robinson.
Yeah. As the DJ that won't take requests.
Yeah.
I'll fucking come down there and kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear this song? You get Funky Town.
Yep. On repeat.
Ooh, give you a spin again. All right. John, you want yourself a small sticker pack. Make sure you email info@angrysnowboarder.com and TC will ship those out Monday-ish, maybe. Depends what mood he's in. All right, we got Mike T up in Canada. If we start overfeeding the birds at Copper, will Tommy get bigger? No, but they might actually be able to defend themselves from him.
Yeah.
Bird population is going to multiply this winter if Tommy's not around to eat them. Well, there you go. You won 2 letters, Mike T.
There you go.
Yeah, people are getting closer to winning. Don't worry. Next week, I'll just rig everything in our favor again. Someone won a snowboard. Can't make it too easy. But Mike is up to S.N.O.W. So that's
He's getting there. He's halfway.
He's halfway, almost. Yeah. S2000 guy laid up after knee and ankle surgery. Spin to win. We'll heal up. Make sure you take your collagen peptides. You do your PT. You lay off the sugary foods and the boozahol.
Yeah. Good luck on that recovery.
And TC loves you, so he's going to give you a letter. Which I don't think you have any, so that's good. So, yeah, all right. Okay, we got Krakatoa. Ready to ditch the Orca and put Willie down. Volume shifted replacement for tight New England trees, low angle pow and spring slush that can still rip a groomer. Thinking excavator or super pig. Take it away, sir.
I would probably go just regular war pig or excavator over the super pig. Just because if you are going to be on low angle stuff, that super pig's probably going to be overkill. It's just, you don't need something that aggressive for it. Otherwise, like, I'm trying to think, what is the Solomon fish? Yeah, I mean,
if you're going to do that, if you're going to do anything, I'd say go 6-stick over the fish.
You think for just low angle pow? I guess if you
tight trees in New
groomers.
Tight trees in New England. That's the issue, is those tight trees. And so that kind of changes some of the dynamics in there. You know, instead of the super pig, though, you could do a psycho candy.
You could.
Yeah. That's
depending on the size.
Yeah. Depending on the size you go with. Yeah. They
yep.
Psycho candy. I think the Tellus backslash, or maybe you need to go look at some of the new Nitro Quiver series boards like the POW or the Fin Twin or something like that. Could even do a squash.
You could.
Let's see what else. I'm trying to think. Like maybe an Amplid Psychonaut? That might be another one. Well, it only comes in a 59. So maybe a spray tray instead. You want something torsionally super soft for those tight trees. That's the big thing. So
yeah. Well, it's still got to rip a groomer too.
Yeah. Yeah. An icy groomer.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, a super pig wouldn't be that bad. It's just going to be more work in those tight trees. Going to be really good on a groomer, though.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah. I mean, you'd be splitting hairs whether you'd rather have power riding or groomer riding, where you go with the regular or the super pig, I'd say. Otherwise, like, I mean, you could even do a hovercraft. That thing does carve pretty well on shit.
Mind experiment.
So, like, I thought about it, but I don't know if it would be enough. Like, it would be great for the POW and the slush, but I'm like, groomer carving, it's not going to lay down a super hard carve.
No,
it's going to carve better than it did, like in previous years, but you have such a short effect.
Storm Wolf
would be a lot better. That would be a lot better. Or even that
new Storm Chaser, because they softened it up. It's going to be better in tight trees.
Yeah, it does have that backseat camber profile on it. That would probably be the one out of that whole series. That new Storm Chaser, probably.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, you got some options out there. Don't worry, we'll have a top 5 on it. You can feel validated. Well, you won yourself 2 letters, sir. So that might get you closer to winning a board. And remember, we're giving away boards till September. So you've got time to win. You know? Like, don't feel like you got to go all in on one day. You know, this is how we do things. We sucker you in. But remember, now that you won a snowboard today, or if you win any of the snowboards for the game of Snowboard, you can't win anything on Black Friday. Got to think about that. Well, you're not on the list, so I'll add you to the list. There we go.
Nice.
You got the S and the N, sir. All right, we got our moderator and jack off beat here. Spent my snowboard money on a Big Bear parking pass. Smart move. Spin for yet another board I don't need. Hashtag sugar donut supremacy. Hashtag Tommy Bennett is now Yannick's butter senpai. Senpai? Well, you too got 2 letters.
Boom.
Yeah. People just be moving up. It's okay. He went bankrupt last week. So he's got
beats on the board.
It's okay. Get you back on there. All right. Let's see. We're catching up. All right. We got Eric Mesalewski. 20 years of Burton. Just got a spring break resort twin with the Now Select Pro. Good setup. That's a great setup. How different is this going to be from Burton boards? Also, thanks. Well, you're going to have more response edge to edge from that Select Pro from the Skate Tech. It's also going to be, you're going to have a bigger dead spot than what you're used to because you're not on a track anymore. So that's going to give you more lateral power in there. Plus, the Spring Break Resort Twin has snap.
Also, you're not on a fuck, I am brain dead today. You're not on a radial side cut either. You're on a progressive.
Yes. Very progressive thing. Great setup, though.
Yeah.
That's a great setup.
Yeah.
Feel validated.
That's a sick setup.
Well, you also got 2 letters. That puts you up to SN. All right. Okay, we got Insulin 801. I think I'm mathematically eliminated from letters. Nobody's mathematically eliminated from anything. It's a game of chance. You never know what's going to happen. Theoretically, you could be the person asking a question underneath every person super chatting, and they could hit and be like, person below gets a letter, and you could just win that way.
Yeah.
You could. I mean, you just won 2 letters. That thing is just hitting today.
Yeah.
Just hitting hard.
That one is just going nuts. Everybody gets 2 letters.
Yeah. Hey, you get 2 letters, and you get 2 letters. Everyone's getting 2 letters, but me. I don't get any letters. This is bullshit.
Except for Allie, she gets bankrupt.
She got bankrupt. Yeah, poor Allie. She got denied. I know you're on here somewhere. There you are. Well, you got S&N, so you got that going for you. Okay. Guess who's back? It's MB. I quit. Maybe I won't, but yeah, I'm done. Or not. This is a man in denial. This is a man in denial. Well, the person above and below you get a letter. So that goes to Beziums and John Gacy. So John Gacy's not on here, so we'll get him marked down. He gets the S. And our boy Beziums, who now has S.N.O.W.B.O.A.R.D. So, yeah. All right.
It's a really unfortunate name.
Yeah. All right, John Gacy. Any difference between the Ravine Select and the Ravine Pro? No. It's just a name change. So it's a marketing push. That's it.
I thought they added something to it.
Well, he went bankrupt, sir. You lost that letter right away. Okay, we got Nom Sade. If we're talking about KT, should I pair the bond or edition bindings on the passport? Edition. Unless you want a little more playful, then you go with the bond. But I think it's made for the edition.
Yeah.
All right. We got MB. Will I buy Katana Pros? Yes, I will. Validate me. I might buy a pair. Might buy 2 pairs. I really like that binding. It was really good.
There you go.
Wait, super responsive. Ouch. Well, wait. No. Sorry, buddy. You got hit with the Avon tax. You lose 2 letters. Back to S. Back to S. Life's rough. All right. We got Michael Stacy. What binding would you say has the best adjustability, i.e. heel strap, toe strap, etc.? Thanks, guys. Rome Battalion. Rome had, with the Rome binding on the heel strap alone, you have 64 points of articulation combinations of where you can adjust it. No other binding has that right there. That's anything. That's any of their higher end ones. So that have that. Yeah. So Rome Battalion kind of comes close, but Rome. Yeah. So you want a snowboard, but you might win some stickers. So. Next question gets a letter. So let's find a question and give them a letter. All right. That goes to our boy Flying Cow. Best resort you've rode thus far. And I know you're on this list. I swear. On page 2, you are. Get the S. There you go. When I think about the best resort that I've ridden thus far in my life, riding Mount Baker at a private event when it was closed to the public, so there was only like 1,000 of us, is by far the best because it was like 8 feet, 6 feet, 4 feet or something over 3 days. So, can't really complain with that. Also telling Shane McConkey that he didn't know what he was talking about as I dropped a chute and that promptly dislocated my shoulder. Should have probably listened to him, but he didn't have ski poles and he had a Red Bull helmet that was too big for him and he looked weird. I wasn't trusting him. He's a skier.
What resort?
That was Mount Baker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What about you, sir?
I mean, probably Aspen, honestly. Like, they got everything there. They got just booters in the middle of the run that people make and they don't take them down. That's awesome. Like, I love Highlands. It's nice and steep. It's fast. Perfect groomers. People get out of your way and nobody's ever there. Like, you'll be on the chairlift and there will be 5 people on the chairlift total. And they'll be like, it's a busy day here. And you're like, nobody's here. This is great. So that's what I'm going with. Highlands is awesome. That's my favorite one.
I always have fun when I go to Aspen. Could never live there, but I don't mind driving down for the day and driving back.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. We got Beezy. So please send him a banana hammock. You're just pissed because you got a banana hammock from us. Well, you won 2 more letters. You should be so happy. You're getting there. You're now to BO, not body odor. You got 3 more to go and you win a snowboard. All right. We got Keon Ulmer. What's your best white ribbon of death story?
I mean, probably riding at A Basin on the 4th of July. Like, that was the sketchiest thing ever. There's rocks in the middle of the white ribbon of death that were like boulders sticking out. It was, I mean, that was nuts. And then everybody ended up throwing snowballs at like 3 people because they got on the chairlift by themselves when it was super busy. And that was extremely fun. I might have videos of that still. I'll try to find that.
I've ridden some funny white ribbons of death. Naked Guy takes the cake for the end of the season white ribbon of death back when I still lived in New York. I was coming down Mardi Gras at Holiday Valley, and this pink flash goes past me and my friend Adam. I'm like, what the fuck was it? Dude, full blown dick out on a set of straight skis, like 205s, 210s, something like that. Full tuck, drunk off his ass, hits some slush, ejects, clips his toes into the dirt patch, goes over the dirt patch onto the ice patch, dick down, and just slides on his dick and skin, just full elbow rash. Like ski patrol had to come take him off in the shame train, and the whole time I'm like, I was like 16. I'm just like, is this normal? So that was pretty funny. Ooh, next question gets a spin. Let's find one. Oh, we're taking this one from Rob Dow at Wired Snowboards. If you need a Canadian-made snowboard and you got big feet, I would strongly recommend the Arc. This is a free promo. I'm in love with this fucking board. This board's amazing, absolutely amazing. But okay, so Rob asks, why are some of the big brands delivering their 2025 boards in July? Just curious, asking for a friend. Everyone's moving up their production. I think the big thing is so that there's a better lead time to win awards and do the marketing and stuff. Believe me, if we hadn't dropped the ball on it, everyone would have got their notifications that they won stuff, but I'm still playing catch up on things. So there's that. And I think the other thing is companies should be moving to 2 to 3 year graphics. And I think we're slowly seeing brands do that. So if you move up your drop times, you can just have it sitting there. And if it's the same graphic as last year, now you got a full size run when you had sold out. So now when someone comes in and they're looking at that 65 wide and they're like, but I need a 61. And suddenly there's a 61. Same price. You can sell it longer. I think that's it. I think the other thing is because of 2020 with the shipping issues and stuff afterwards, well, 2021 season and the shipping issues, people don't want to have that repeat where they're like taking pre-orders and then the shit isn't even there till by Christmas. So let's give Rob a spin.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also, I mean, it probably also has to do with like if you're paying ahead of time. Like I remember seeing all the places in Minnesota get their shit so early because they pay up front for all their boards. So you pay up front, you get your shit first, as opposed to like having it be a giant company where it's like Christie's isn't paying for all of their shit up front. They're paying on the back end and everything. So dude, I think that has to do with it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, and I was going to say, and it has to do with now, like orders are due in like almost November or like the first week in December, where it's ridiculous. You don't even get to see the product before you order it, and then you do your showings after, and then it's like, yeah, all right, we have to tinker with our buys. But it's like, it's crazy how early all of those companies are pushing their buys up and up. Like I think some companies have it November for outerwear, and it's like snow hasn't even fallen yet. We don't know what the hell is going to sell and what's not this year. So it's like, how are we supposed to order for next year?
Well, it's crazy. I think back to when I worked for Vail for SSV in their retail division. We would have the next year's shit sitting in our warehouse in the middle of the summer, if not earlier. And we weren't allowed to get it brought up to the store until finally my manager was just like, we're not like the rest of the stores. Give us all of our shit now and stuff. So like we would have stuff months before. And I don't mean like, oh, we've got 1 or 2 pieces. I remember one time 27 pallets of LibTech and GNU showed up in the first week of August. And I was just like, we still got bikes on the floor. So, yeah,
well, that happened at Powder Tools a few times where it's like, we have 5 pallets of stuff that we can't even touch yet. Because corporate's like, yeah, you're going to get these like the shit in, but you can't touch it. We don't have SKUs or anything for it. So it's just going to sit there. And you're like, I'm trying to run a store here. And there's like 5 boxes or 5 pallets in front of the entrance. Like, God, it's ridiculous.
Christie's blows my mind with how inept they are at a business sometimes, where I'm just like last year explaining to them that if they would put their shit on their website in the week before September, we could start selling it. And they're like, no, that's just not how it works. And I was like, that's literally how it works. That's the buying season. Like the reviews drop. And if there's no affiliate link, I
can't sell these boards for you if I don't have a way to.
Yeah, but let's see. Also, for everyone tuning in, remember to check out that cultural mystery link of the week if you want a good video on Canadian history. There's some really good Canadian history in there. I was reliving my childhood last night watching that. All right. We got our boy Tommy Bennett. So you want to try this Yonex? Yeah, I do. But you also got like the smallest size possible, so I don't.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Tommy. I'll drop off some Bird Eater stickers to you.
Yep.
All right. We got our boy Jackoff with the PSA Thirsty Thursday on 2/20/2025. Reload your existing card. So if you went last year and you got the card from Ski Cooper, if you still have it, you can reload it and then you don't have to wait in line to get a new ticket. That is very, 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 very important.
It is super important because that happened to me last year.
Yeah, the line sucks. You do not want to get stuck in the lift line or in the ticket line. Because once you're in, you're in. You don't have to worry about shit. And remember to check your screws. Check your screws. All right. Jonah Childs, where should I go to get structure put into my board? Preferably a tune shop.
Yeah.
I assume, since I think you were at Woodward, Monocera, but they're closed right now. Otherwise, Pups Glide Shop in Breckenridge, but they're closed. I think Lone Star is actually still doing tunes because their shop never really goes down. So you could try that with them. Yeah.
I was trying to think, does the Dylan Christie's do tunes all year?
Maybe,
because their machines never move. Like those are fixed in.
Yeah,
like, there. So
they built the building, so the machine was built around it basically.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, you could try them and see if they could do it. I know somebody has to be there that can do it, and I imagine they went Journey away because it's like $70 to do. So
From Charles, would you ride the Chill Cat range? I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Shut up, Charles. You have to come to Thirsty Thursday and see if you can speed run against people going uphill. You got to see if you're faster than them getting on the chairlift. The odds are slightly in your favor.
Yeah. Because that chair can only go so fast, so.
Pay that Avon tax. I know you're on here somewhere. You are. Yeah. You're back to S. All right. We got BZM's Wife Wrestling at Thirsty Thursday. My money is on Wife trademark. Right on my shoulders if you win the speed contest. Hashtag come to Cooper. Hashtag Tommy eats live birds whole. It's actually true. Yes, we are having a special women's event too. We're having wife wrestling in front of the bar.
All right.
Yeah. Winner gets a year's supply of Fortunato chocolates. Brian said he would put it up. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I'm just nominating him for shit that doesn't matter. All right. Yeah. Well, you got 2 letters, sir. Sir. God, are we giving away 2 snowboards today? That might be. He's got the A and the R. All he needs is that D. He needs a big D. All right. We got Ollie Brown. Any new tech trends this year? Keep up the good work. A lot more camber. Everyone's going back to camber. It's not a new trend. They're just coming back to it. They have perfected it. It's gotten better. That's the big one. And a lot more 3D shaping. Subtle 3D shaping, I should say. Not crazy 3D shaping.
I would say on groomers, pointless 3D shaping.
Yep. It's subtle. It's subtle. It's
But,
just
it's the 90s. They're coming back with the baggy pants and then just full camber boards, and people are like, "Oh my god! Like you could turn on this thing," and you're like, "Yeah, guys, like it's been around."
yeah, yeah. My favorite is those people that ride the shittiest snowboards like a Gilson or something, and they're like, "I can't. It keeps hooking my edge," and I was like, "Yeah, that's called control. Something you've never had. You're not shitting a turn. Congratulations." So, all right. So, Hallie Zachariah. So, what I'm hearing is my husband and I should bring our split boards to Thirsty Thursday and race. Hey, you know what? I'll invite Jordan from Nerd Snowboards, and you guys can all try to race him to the top. That dude just wants to be Jeremy Jones. He's just too poor. All right. Okay. We got Marmite 944. What's the worst core damage you've seen someone rip with? Free accommodation is in New Zealand. Hit me up. I put the base of a Never Summer Heritage through the top sheet at Copper. Did not core shot it. Literally hit so hard, it basically split the base, pushed through the wood, and then up through the carbonium top sheet. You could still ride it, but when we cut it out, I had completely compressed the core. Completely compressed it. Now, if you want to talk the worst core damage, the girl whose Va-Va-Voom rocker got tipped over onto the baseboard heater at the hotel when they left the heat on at 80, and it melted the whole board the lengthwise. Completely.
Wow.
She came into the shop and was like, "Do you think we could fix this?" And I looked at her and I go, "No, honey, there's nothing I can do. This thing is done."
I've seen people leave boards there. I sold the dude a DOA, and he came back the very next day because it snowed. I'm like, "Oh, dude, you need a wax on that thing?" He goes, "No, I might need something else." And he shows it. He rode that thing down the street at Steamboat, like that big hill next to One Steamboat Place. That you see the buses just always on a snow day, they just slide right through the stop sign. That one. He just took that thing down, and his friends came in. I was like, "What'd you do, man?" And he's like, "You just drive this thing, like ride it down the street over like that coarse rock." And he goes, "Yeah, how'd you know?" I was like, "Dude, it's like it was just million little core shots." He goes, "Can you fix it?" I was like, "It's gonna cost me more to fix this board than it is for you to buy another one." He goes, "But you sold this to me yesterday." I was like, "I sure did, and I'm gonna sell you another one because you ruined it. Like it was a brand new board. Literally took it out of the wrapper, detuned the contact points, gave it to him, and then the next day he comes back and it was like that." His friends were laughing.
Find the free snowboard van. Just get in. We are totally renting a van one time and putting free snowboards on the side of it and just see who gets in. Just see who gets in. Pull up to like Copper and be like, "Free snowboards. Come on, get in. There's a puppy." See who gets in. Just be creepy. Watch get Summit Sheriff's Office department called on us. All right. You get nothing. All right, we got Tim Hunt. Pray for snow in the South Island of New Zealand. Slow start. It's okay. In like a lamb, out like a lion, right?
No.
Ollie, some slow signs, people. We got our boy Piff, who just wants to spin and to tell everyone cheers. Oh, next question gets a spin. All right. We got P Care. Cheers, boys. I'm intrigued by the Stranded Descender compared to my Jones Ultra flagship. Which one is stiffer and damper? Does the Stranded profile float better in POW, or is it similar things? So, it's stiffer, it's damper than the Ultra in the sense that it doesn't have choroid in the nose. That's the difference. The Koroyd absorbs micro chatter better, but the stranded descender overall, because of the thickness of the core, absorbs bigger, harder hits. Like instead of seeing flap in the rocker in the nose, it just sort of pushes through everything. And in terms of stiffness, the descender is noticeably stiffer than like the Ultra flagship or the flagship Pro or whatever the fuck they're calling it. It's Pro now, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, the Ultra flagship's different than the Pro. There is no Koroyd in the nose in the Ultra.
No, the Ultra doesn't exist. It's Pro, right?
Flagship the Ultra Pro did exist. Now it doesn't. Now it has Koroyd in the nose. It didn't before.
Okay, so we're talking about the old Ultra. Okay, so we're talking about the one with the dampening plates underneath. So yeah, the descender is still stiffer and still damper than that one as well. Yeah. So yeah. I like the descender. That was actually a really good board. A little more aggressive than I personally would like for myself daily, but that was a good board. So let's give you a spin, sir. Well, you got nothing. All right, we got Luke Shanowski looking for board recommendations, looking for an amazing deep carving board that's also great in bottomless powder and good for progressing park. 4'3", 315 pounds, size 17 shoe. Thanks. So you're really a size 16 boot, which means you're going to need the Ride Bigfoot.
You are going to need that
315
boot.
Pounds and 4'3". Probably going to want to go with a volume shift on this. So, you know, I'm thinking because you want something that carves great, bottomless pow, and good in progressive park, it's the Lumberjack, which you bought one and put L Stacker's foot on it. It's the L Stacker Jack.
The L Stacker Jack. I like that.
The L Stacker Jack. He took it to the Dome this week. I saw a video.
Oh, yeah?
He showed it on the Discord. It's the L Stacker Jack. Well, you won 2 letters, sir. So you're up to S.N.O. Peter Dabrowski. Summer Olympics start tomorrow. What's the sport of choice to watch other than women's beach volleyball? Kayak cross. Kayak cross.
I saw him do, like, they're dropping for that. It looks gnarly.
6 foot drop in. You have to paddle back uphill. Full contact, completely allowed. And to finish, you have to do a 360 roll.
Oh, I was thinking of, because there's regular kayak that they drop you in off like a man-made waterfall. And they just like drop this like mousetrap thing and you just like slide down it and then you just go. And I'm
so
like,
they've got that, but it's gnarly. 6 of you competing off the same drop. And it's an obstacle course, and you have to do a 360 roll where you go underwater in it.
Fun.
That might literally be the only thing that I care to watch because I'm like, someone's gonna get murdered. Because I was watching like they're showing the qualifiers. This dude was just straight elbowing a guy in the head, and I was like, oh, it's full contact. Yes.
Yeah. That I always do like catching the BMX racing. Like in the middle of the night or something, you just turn on the Olympic channel and whatever, and there it is. And it's just grown men on tiny ass bikes just eating shit around this course. For some reason, it's really satisfying to me. But I mean, I'm probably going to try to watch the basketball games. Surfing is another one I do like to watch, but it's not even in Paris this year. So I'm like, they just decide to put it in Tahiti instead and let those guys live on a cruise ship. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Probably rather do that than actually go to Paris in the Olympics. But
wait, so they're on a cruise ship, so they're all going to have sea legs when they hit land to play basketball.
No, the surfers.
Oh, the surfers. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
No, the basketball guys, they're not staying in Olympic Village. They get their own place.
Oh, they don't have to sleep on the cardboard beds? I couldn't. I was dying laughing when they were showing the cardboard beds because I was like, those Olympians, fuck. Those beds are not going to survive. Those things.
They haven't said anything about it in Paris, I didn't think. That was last Olympics. I remember like Japan and shit. They're like, yep, we're going to be sustainable with this. And it's like, that looks terrible.
No, because I've seen photos and videos of stuff, and people are like, "Yeah, they're doing it again." And
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, "Well, the
It's
Olympics
cheap.
are a corrupt organization to begin with, so most of that money just goes to line people's pockets." It's so
Well,
stupid.
hey,
I honestly don't really give a fuck. I completely forgot the Olympics were going on. Like,
it's the only sports going on this summer, so that's why I watched all of Euros, all of Copa, all of probably gonna watch all the Olympics. Table tennis, that gets fucking electric. Those guys are like 20 feet back and that ball is going like 80 miles an hour. That's always electric. I love the summer and winter Olympics. I don't know why. There's obscure, just weird stuff like that bike race where it's just on the wood course on the track that they're sideways. Like, just
oh, the
gravity
Peloton,
keeps them on. That's awesome.
Pelodrome.
All the summer sports are pretty sweet.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I honestly don't give a fuck. I think the Olympics should
Skateboarding.
be like they were in the early 1900s, where they're running
Naked.
with like leather shoes and shit.
Oh,
Everything is designed to kill you. Also, I think they should have kangaroo boxing in the Olympics.
okay. Like a man boxes a kangaroo or two kangaroos?
Yes, kangaroo versus man.
Oh, okay.
And wrestling should be you versus a grizzly. I'm just saying, this is how you get viewership up.
That's just day in the life of Russia. They just do that shit.
Exactly. I want to see what these guys can do. All right. Okay.
Fentanyl Olympics, we would crush at that.
We got IE Dance. Would using a sander to shave down the point on the older Malavita that was notorious for cracking top sheets compromise the integrity of the binding? Yeah, but better yet, why are you still riding that old ass fucking binding? Get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Fuck it. You get nothing. All right. Stephen Evison. Is it about time you guys made an appearance on the bomb hole? No. Would be awesome to see you guys on there. They just moved their location back into Grenier's garage. I don't know if there's enough room for the two of us. It'd probably get really hot.
I was like, man,
They did
every
put an
time you see
HVAC
some,
unit in, but still, it'd probably be really
yeah,
hot.
good for them. Because I remember like watching the early days of it, and they were talking about either if they filmed in the winter, it was cold as nuts in there, or if they filmed in the summer, like you could visibly see people sweating in there, and you're like, "Ooh, Stoney!" Towards the end of the episode, he's looking rough. Like,
Just
I don't know. It'd be fun. Bullshit, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what we talk about. Snowboards.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
I mean, it would be an excuse to take you to Utah. More or less, we'd probably get out there and I'd be like, oh, we're supposed to go film, but Pow just got like 10 inches of snow. I'm going to go ride Pow. TCU handle this. I'd probably dump you off and go ride Pow and just call in and be like, sorry, dude, the snow's too good. I don't give a shit. Okay. We got David Jones. Guys, 2 questions if you don't mind. Technically, that's 3. Recently ordered a Sims Noah Selesnik 93, which I am yet to collect. It's probably going to be a wall hanger, but am I right in assuming it's a Never Summer? No, it's not. Never Summer hasn't made those boards in 4 years now, 5 years. They're made at Play.
Well,
they were made at Playmaker in Taiwan. I don't know if they still are, but that board is not made by Never Summer. I know that.
Well, is that the 93, the year 93 that he got it? Like a collector's one?
No, they did a reissue.
Oh, okay.
They
Because I was
did a
going to say, no,
reissue for Slaz.
I was going to say if it was the 93, like the actual 93, I was like, that was probably made in California, like where they started, because that was around the time they were still around.
Yeah.
Like the original.
Yeah. No. Cores like this thick. No, they did a reissue, and I think the money went to Noah's daughter or something, I think. So, all right. We got Lucas Bernstein. Have you been to Big Snow in New Jersey? Yep. Would love to hear your opinion on the snow speed issue. I had no issues. You just go straight at everything. Speed checks always bounce. Just go as fast as possible. Doesn't matter. You're on the feature, you're off the feature. The tiny little jump, if you overshoot it, all you're going to do is put a crater in that slush. So I honestly, I don't understand these people that are like, you got to do all this. And I literally showed up with a board that was caked in spring rail grease that looked like shit. And I didn't give a fuck about the damn thing and just pointed it at everything and was fine. So, okay. Dance. How much overlap is there with the 19 Arbor Cask and the 23 K2 excavator? Hashtag Gamble God. Hashtag IRS Camber. Hashtag everything on BSOD. Hashtag definitely not gimbaling. The cask and the excavator too. The cask is so fucking wide. Like you only want to ride that on a POW day. Excavator you can take on a groomer. The cask on a groomer is a lot of fucking work. A lot. Too much work. Too much work. You won yourself a small sticker pack, sir. Be sure to email us info@angrysnowboarder with your mailing address. Make sure you put your mailing address, and we will get that in the mail to you. TC will ship that out on Monday or Tuesday or maybe 3 weeks from now. I don't know. Okay. We got a super chat here from Adel. Know any riders with neck or back surgery? Are they still riding or did they throw the towel in? I know a lot of people that have had backs and neck surgeries and stuff. So it depends on what surgery you get. I knew a dude up in Washington that he had the infrared needles injected into his spine to reinflate his disc. And then I think they ended up fusing 3 vertebrae in his neck, and he still rides like 100 days a year. He's doing that. Let's see. Who else? Like I always encounter people around here that have had some kind of surgery. Most of it's like just shaving vertebrae or something to alleviate pressure, or else it's to get fused. You know anyone, sir? TC, you know anyone?
No, not probably. Honestly, I don't know. Living in Steamboat so long, everybody's had some sort of surgery up there on either their neck or their back, and it's like depending on how bad it is, but like most people I know are still riding. Like they don't really let that stop them. The level isn't going to be the same as it was before. But
Kevin Jones, there's a big one right there. He's got his spine fused from a car accident, and he's still out in the backcountry sending shit. I don't think he's trying triple backflips anymore, but he's still out there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the big thing is like modern medicine will tell you you'll never be able to do something again, or you'll never be at that level. And then your PT will be like, I think we can do it. And then like if you push through it, like when I was 19 and did my spleen and everything, they told me I'd never walk again, let alone snowboard. So here I am. Remember to spray skiers. All right, Slushy Shredder. No more letters for letters. The spin addiction finally pays off. Slushy, you got yourself a small sticker pack. Make sure you email us with that address to info@angrysnowboarder, and we'll get that shipped out to Boise.
And send in your favorite color too. Let's know what that is. No reason.
Yeah. Arv Chris, hi guys. What are your thoughts about detuning your edges and who might benefit from it? I've given up on detuning because I ride so much shit that I just rip it right out of the wrapper and go ride. Like, it's fine. It's personal preference. If you feel you're getting too much edge bite, take a file to it. Like,
I don't know. I always recommend if you're buying a new board, it doesn't hurt. Some brands you don't have to, like Solomon, they kind of detune a little bit out of the factory for you. So it really doesn't like do that much, but like detuning the contact points with like just 3 strokes of it it helps a little bit, especially if you're on that lower level where you don't want your board to be super hooky or ride a certain way. You just want to be able to go out and ride and not, when you're flat basing on a cat track, like catch that back edge and just get kicked. That's pretty much like the only reason you have to. It's like an old skier trick that they used to do for racing. When they would flat base, the back of their giant ass 2020 skis or whatever would try to like engage an edge and like rip their leg off pretty much. So it's like the same idea there, where I always recommend it for sure. It doesn't have to be a whole lot, just a couple passes of the file and you're good, and just on the contact points. And if you don't want to do the front contact points, you can just do the bottom or the tail side. Yeah.
The tail. Yeah, I mean, it's personal preference. Like beginners, definitely. We'll say this: the only board that I've ever, or in recent memory, that I've had to detune, or I should have detuned, was not this year's public statement for this upcoming fall, but the last time I rode one, when Sam gave it to me, he said he detuned everything. He hadn't detuned that. That fucking thing cut the tip of my index finger off. Like I was getting out of the car, picked it up, and I looked down and I was like, what the hell is, I was like, it was just like running blood, like literally cut the tip off. I had to crazy glue the tip of my finger back on.
When I got my Capita Mercury, the first day I rode it, it sliced my finger like from knuckle down to knuckle. Like I just was handing it off and I looked, I was like, why is my hand all wet? That's weird. And just pouring blood onto like all of my brand new outerwear and shit. I'm like, okay, not doing that again.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they come fucking sharp.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we've got IE Dance for Taco Commander. If you own both an aeronaut and an alchemist, which riding moods, terrain, conditions would you pull each out in? Hashtag K2 many questions. Oh, you're so punny.
I would probably go aeronaut as like a standard daily driver, and then alchemist if I'm going like super hard charging, I really need to just fly down the mountain racing, or it's like a super deep POW day. Just because there is more rocker in the Alchemist than there is in the Aeronaut, where the Aeronaut doesn't have the greatest float to it, I'll say. It will float at high speeds like any snowboard, but it's going to be fighting you. So I'd probably just take the Alchemist out on those deeper POW days and days I just need a charger like race on, where the Aeronaut more freestyle focused in my eyes, like all mountain freestyle. I'm not really wanting to take either of those on rails, to be honest with you. I'd rather hit jumps with them on both of them. It doesn't really matter, but like I would stay away from the park on both of those boards. Mainly just take it to like all mountain freestyle aeronaut days, like a little bit more charging. You can still get freestyle on it, but like more charging days are going to be that Alchemist. Deeper snow days, Alchemist as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's rude. The person below you loses a letter. That goes to D-Lo.
I thought you were going to say it was Beziums or somebody that was so close. I was just going to lose my shit.
Oh, no. It's just our boy D-Lo, who's looking for a spin, and I think he's on here somewhere. Maybe not. Thought he was, but...
I thought he was. I thought he got a couple.
I thought he did too, but yeah, I'm not. The list just continues to grow, which we only have to survive a few more weeks. No, he's not. So, anyways, he wants a spin. So he lost nothing, but he might gain something. No. Ah, there you go. All right. There you go. You won. You got two letters, so that should make you feel better. All right. Okay. We got Erica Masaliskovic. Epic Boys replaced my 162 flight. Oh god, that board fucking sucks. Dicks. That board is the worst fucking Burton I've ever ridden. It is the most uninspiring. That is white New Balance shoes, a Toyota Camry stock. That is a minivan with spilled pudding in the back seats. That is a foo-foo fucking dog. That is 3-bedroom, 2-bath house that looks exactly the same as 500 other houses. That board is awful. Okay, shit. Might as well replace my 58 skeleton key. Difference between radial and progressive side cuts. Take it away, sir.
Well, radial side cut's just one giant circle. Think of one giant circle and think of like this is going to be your snowboard. And then you got your giant circle and you just, do I have one of those too? Yeah, I do. Plus all the hardware. So, snowboard, outline of it. Then you take your circle and you put it in there, trace it, cut it out. That's a radial side cut. It's just one circle. A quadratic or a progressive, depending on what it is, quadratic side cut, it's like 4 circles all put together, and then they smooth out those edges a little bit. So you have 4 different radiuses of this going into your different sidewall there, where they'll cut it tighter at certain parts and longer like in the middle. That way you can still get into a turn really fast, but then hold that edge like if it is a longer drawn out radius on like your side cut. Or they'll just mix in a bunch of different sizes so it turns differently depending on where you turn the board. With a radial side cut, it's going to turn the same. It's that classic snowboard side cut that's been there forever, since we pretty much invented it and then skiers adopted it. Like, it's solid. It's great when you do have taper on a board. If you don't have taper, I fucking hate radial side cut. Like, it's like just putting shitty tires on a great car. It's like, well, you could have put a little bit more in there and had better grip on it, but we just cheaped out on the side cut here. But I don't know. Was that pretty spot on there, or you got anything to add?
I mean, that's it. I mean, progressive is typically 3 radius, not 4. So
yeah. That's why I said
it's a tri-radial side cut. That's the big difference in there. So like, but it doesn't. There's a lot of shit going in the side cut on that spring break resort twin over your flight attendant. Like, also, it's just going to ride completely different because they're 2 entirely different boards. But
and I agree with you. The flight attendant sucks nuts, but I think the worst board I've ever ridden by them was the Burton fish mod, where they made the fish and they got rid of the split tail on it and put like just a classic snowboard tail on it. That board didn't want to float for shit, and that's all it was designed to do.
So this is why I say it's the worst board I've ever ridden. So many people hype that thing up, and I'm like, this is the most like even Andy from Underground. He's like, it's such a good, and he was trying to sell me on it. I looked at it and I was like, that board's fucking piece of shit. And he's like, name me one better board. And I was like, from what brand? I was like, I'll go down the list. I'll give you 100. I'm like, that it's literally, it was just it's so uninspiring. And when people are like, it's the best board I've ever ridden, all I can ever think to the guy that said that to me is that you spend 2 hours every day in traffic. You listen to talk radio. Your wife is banging her Pilates instructor. Your kids hate you. Like that's who that board is. Like it's base model everything. And I'm like, there's so much better shit out there. So much.
Yeah.
Next question gets a letter. Well, the next question was a super chat, but those are the rules. We go down. So let's give this man another letter, because I know he's on here. He's got a W now. We're getting there. All right. Is there any thought process for which snowboards are hung on the wall during reviews, aside from being made by the same manufacturer? Hashtag capita gain stacks. Well, normal years, yes, there is thoughts behind it. Same thing with top 5s and stuff. We try to put it in there, but we try to put stuff in there. This year, no, it was whatever was fucking laying around. We're like, well, we're doing top 5 free ride boards. What's the closest thing we got? I got a couple directional twins. Let's put those back there.
Yeah,
we have this is it. But yeah, with brands, I try to. Well, one, it's also like what's gonna pop too. Like if you're like, and some of it also coincides with when are we dropping the review. So if we're like, we know like a Megadeth is going to be the first one out, I might put a Mega Mercury and a Super DOA because those are other high end boards that are in that. They have that mega construction in there. So people are going to be like, oh, then you get the comments all the time of, oh, when's that review? When's that review? And all I respond with is soon, soon. What people don't realize is I'm doing that to feed the algorithm because it just sees the interaction. So these people are commenting, that's pushing the video up in there. Or like I've got a ride kink over here that's bright orange. Like, so if we were doing like ride something, all mountain freestyle or something, I might put this in here because this will just pop as a graphic color wise in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's that. Like there's a bunch of stuff that goes into it. With TC, it's kind of like he'll come in and be like, what am I in the mood for? And he just rifles through and then he'll be like, what do we have? You know? So it's different per person and what we're doing. But this year, the top fives, a lot of wired, a lot of ride, a lot of signal. Because that's what we had laying around. Oof. Oh, you were lucky. TC loves you.
Mm-hmm.
TC loves you.
I think he's gotten that one at least twice today.
Are you rigging this?
Yep.
You're rigging this, aren't you?
I got the magnets here.
All right. Magnets, how do they work?
Physics. Science.
Why are you on YouTube? When is the definitive time to retire a board? When it noodles? When you're asking yourself that question. It's done. When it's more flaccid than your dick after watching Richard Simmons work out, it's probably done. If the base literally looks like it was given to Joe Exotic's animals and they just clawed it, it's done. You know? When you're on edge doing a mellow turn on a blue groomer and it folds, it's time.
When you have to ask yourself,
yeah,
I think it might be time to like retire this, or I'm getting close, and it's time. Just do it.
Yeah.
Because you're always going to want to get a couple extra days on it later. So you might as well retire it before it's completely done. And then next time you're out, you're like, wow, this board's a piece of shit.
It's kind of like my shadow band is going into its third season of use. And I'm like, I could ride it for another year. Like, it's not fully clapped, but it doesn't have the same spring. It just rides broken in. It doesn't have that response. It's not as good on edge. And I'm like, or I could just give this to someone and I know that they're going to ride it and it's going to be better than what they had. And that's why I was like, yep, that board's done. I'll pull something else out and ride it this year. So, all right, we got Insulin 801. Pray for Tommy's hip. I mean, I volunteered to fix it. I got duct tape, a drill, and I passed the National Standard Emergency Medical Technician test by 1 point. I can fix this. Next question gets a letter. All right. Okay, so this goes to Jickle Puce. Is there a drastic enough difference from solid holograms to the District Pro or the Highlander? Love my soft heel cups, but yearning for stiffer these days. Might switch to Rome Battalion ASIM. There is a difference between all of those. So the District Pro actually has the quantum base on it. People don't realize that. And then the Highlander, they are more responsive. But it sounds like if you're yearning for something stiffer, you want a stiffer heel cup, and that's going to change the power dynamic in there. So, you know, that's it's not. You got anything to add? Because I know how much you love Shadow Fit.
I really do, actually. It surprises the hell out of me every time I get on it. Like, way better than the relay system, in my opinion. The relay was fine, but like that walked so this could run and be better. But yeah, I like the Shadow Fit, but you're right. There's like a huge difference between those three. They might all have Shadow Fit, but like the hologram is soft. Like the Highlander, it does have some guts to it, but it still allows you to shift your weight and everything. And yeah, you probably just want a metal heel cup, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like yeah, if I could have both, I probably would. Like have a hard heel cup binding and then a soft heel cup binding, like for park. But you know.
Let's see. I like this statement from Mike T. Snowboard industry, just like the grocery. I got all my Halloween shit last week. Dude, okay. You think that's that's fucked up, right? That you're getting the Halloween candy. Our grocery store has Reese's eggs already.
Or still, depending
No,
on how
these
you
are
want to
all
look
new.
at that.
They're new. It's new packaging. It's all new packaging. I looked at it, and I even looked at the expiration dates on them, and I was like, no, this is new. All right, we got Simon Vaughn. Binding recommendations for a K2 Passport 151 or leave the Union Stratus on size 9 ride. Fuse, thanks for the board rec. Absolutely what I needed. If you're trying to save money, keep that Strata on there. If you're looking for something a little beefier in there, you could do the K2 edition. I would look at like a Rome DOD or maybe a now/yes Select or Select Pro. What about you, Sarah? What do you got?
I'd probably go Union Force.
Yeah.
Jones Mercury, of course, because that's just great on any board. And then, I mean, even like a Solomon Highlander would be good. Like, it's not going to be too soft in the hookup, but I mean, I don't think you need a quantum on that or anything. And I think a hologram is going to be too soft. So, like, a Highlander would be perfect on there. If you want to go that route.
Yeah. All right. So we got Nemdog63. Did you test the new Strandas? So Descender, Mackerel, Cheater, Descender. There's one other one that I rode. The fuck was it? Shorty and Shorty. So 5. And of course, the Biru, which was solid. We got our boy Gorb, who is the master of ceremonies for Thirsty Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
This man is in charge of everything. You have a complaint, take it to Gorb. You fall down and hurt your butt, take it to Gorb. You need to borrow money, ask Gorb. You want to see pictures of his girlfriend, Muscle Mommy? Ask Gorb. Gorb is there. He's the master of ceremonies. He will handle everything. He just wants everyone to know about Carbonarum.
Mm-hmm.
Gorb loses a letter because he's Gorb. Gorb gorbed himself. Gorb got. I'm all about Gorb getting got. He got this week. He's like, yeah, I bought some pink Union Atlases for my friend. And I was like, pink? You mean forces? No, they're Atlases. Oh, they are forces. They're Force Classics. I was like, ew.
Aww.
You got, Gorb. You got. You're not even on the list. You're so lucky. All right, we got Charles Jordan from Nerd Snowboards is going to beat us all in the uphill race. Factually true. Because you also have to break your board apart from solid into split, put your skins on, then go.
Mm-hmm.
Next question gets a letter. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. Trying to find. Okay. Trying to find a question here. Okay. All right. We'll take a Dude Man Guy 77. What would be a good replacement for a 2018 Capta Slush Slasher? I have big feet. Not the new Slush Slasher. They made that a lot narrower. So if you want something similar to that, maybe a spray tray from Amplid. The hell is that? Maybe a Fin Twin from Nitro or a Telos Backslash. What do you say, sir?
I mean, you could go the Jones Mind Expander, the Rome Service Dog, and then you could just go with the Warp Egg. Just a ride Warp Egg would be fine. That's going to be a step up from a Slush Slasher, but wouldn't be a bad move, I would say.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. God, we're way out in the weeds somewhere. Okay. Let's see. All right. So we got Beziums. But if I win now, Black Friday is dead. Factually true. Factually true. You win a snowboard today, you're not winning one on Black Friday. You gotta be shitting me.
Could they win something else on Black Friday?
Maybe we'll reevaluate that. But you did
Okay.
just win a snowboard, dude.
Good for you. I don't think we have one in your size. We'll give
No,
you
but we
two,
got it.
man.
We got a smaller commissioner. Now his wife can have one.
There you go.
Oh God, this is life right now. All right, Charles, TC, watch the Kieran in-track cycling. They pretty much start the race already going 30 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those guys, and one guy wrecks and the whole field's done. Like,
they should have to do it while someone's launching marbles at them with a wrist rocket.
I thought they did tandem ones of those too. I don't think it's in the Olympics, but I thought they did a tandem one. Which, you know, twice the people, twice the garbage.
Well, the person above and below you each get a letter. So above you is Marmite 944. So he's not on there. I know that. And then the guy below you is Orlando Arellano. So we'll give that to him. Both get S's. S's. All right. Okay. We got Carpe Diem. Would a K2 passport be a good B-Day present for my intermediate rider buddy? # summer sales. Yeah, I think so. If they're a solid intermediate, they're not like shitting turns and they can heel side down a black run and say they can do it. Like they actually know how to fucking turn. Yes, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Spin again. Reverse spin. There you go. There you go. You won 2 letters, and I think you might be on this list. I don't know. I got pages upon pages over here. I keep saying that every week I'm going to clean this up, and then I never do. I'm horrible.
This never does.
I don't give a shit. I'm too busy like not doing anything. Oh, but you got S.N.O.W.B.O.A.R.D. There you are. All right. We got Tomato Joe, who's donating for rail grease. I'm all about rail grease. Oh, yeah, 1, 2. I think you're on here somewhere too. Everyone's on here. Everyone's on the list. They just don't know it. I'll be handling this, handing it off to my handler soon enough. They'll check on you. Yeah, no, maybe you're not. All right, well, we'll add you to it. You got S and N. All right. All right. Hymbizium, surgery is just an excuse to quit. Well, you don't even get a spin. You won a snowboard. Suck it.
They could win sticker pack.
No. I'm going to throw some in anyways. Ivan, I'm hitting the 2-day demo day at Falls Creek next week. Nitro Capital, Lib, and GNU Karua should be in the 2025 range. Anything in that list that I must get on? So Nitro, I would look at the alternator, the team, and if you guys get snow down there, it's like a POW day, check out some of the Quiver line of boards. Capita, Mercury, Megamerc, Megadeth, Super DOA, pretty much just about anything in there in their higher end line. LibTech, TC wants you to ride the Orca.
Yeah. On a good POW day, for sure. Get on that thing. You won't sink it.
I would say check out
Doughboy.
the rig and the E-Jack. For GNU, the GNU something GNU, just go squiggle around on it. In Karua, look at the conditions and ask yourself how much you want to turn. But whatever you do, don't ride the bullet train because it's mid. Gorb will deny it, but it is. It's very mid. Okay. All right. We got the Lucas Bernstein 10.5 boot, 170 pounds, 5'9" Jewish, 156 wide, ride 0 or 158 wide beyond metals, mainly ride New Hampshire. Both are around the same price on sale right now. Any opinions? More park, and you want it more playful, 0. You want it more all mountain, get the beyond metals.
I'd probably go beyond metals.
Me too.
As a better overall board where you
for
can
all
take it
around
into the
use,
park.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got better pop too, in my opinion. I don't know why, but that board just got like effortless.
Because it's got more camber. Because it's full camber. Because the Zero's got rocker in the tips, so it folds more, and it's softer tips for pressing. So, yeah.
And if it's last year's, that's got one of the coolest graphics there were last year, the Beyond Metals, with the chick doing the ballerina skiing.
Yeah,
that's
ski ballet.
Yeah.
And when you buy that board, spray skiers. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We got more Zaderman. 180 pounds, 5'9", 12 boot, also Jewish. Mahailam. 155 or 158 Gremlin. 55. I think the 58 would be overkill. Unless you're riding wide open, deep-ass pow. But I think you want that 55.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking it's a size 12. I don't know what the waist width on the back foot of the 55 is.
It'll fit a 13.
Oh, okay. Well, then go 55 then.
If he was looking at the 52, I'd be like, yeah, you got to go up to the 55. But the 52, or the 55 will fit it. So, yeah. It's okay. Next question gets a letter. All right, let's find a question. No, we'll go to Eric. Can you suggest a replacement for the Flight Attendant 62 and the Skeleton Key 58? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can ride deep fake right away. Boom. That thing absolutely crushes. It's going to be way better than that. If you're worried about that being too stiff, go to the moderator in there. Wired Vantage would be another one. Let's see. Rome Ravine Pro would be another one as well. What do you have for him, sir?
K2 Passport, Jones Stratos, and
even a flagship would be better.
You think?
Stratos might be a little stiffer, way stiffer than the Flight Attendant.
Well, that's where I'm going with this. A nerd superposition then, because you get pretty much a soft Stratos.
Soft Stratos, yes.
Yeah. And for the Skeleton Key, just give it away. I don't know. Yeah. I don't remember the profile of the skeleton. Is that one also directional, or is that
that depends. Is it the Skeleton Key or the Skeleton Key Twin?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with it's the regular Skeleton Key, which that's still also that's more like a directional twin in my opinion.
Yeah,
just in terms of that. And so if you're gonna go with like something like that, Ride Algorithm, Ride Shadow Band, Jones Mountain Twin Pro, Rome Freaker, Libtech E-Jack knife, or a GNU 4x4.
I'd even go like a Rome Agent or Agent Pro.
Really? Go for the true twin on that?
I would.
Okay.
Why not? I mean, if you already got a directional board, you might as well get a true twin or a directional twin. And you know what? I think an Agent or an Agent Pro is still better than a Skeleton Key, in my opinion. So, and you get 4 holes on each binding.
Yeah, true. We got this super chat from BCM's. Gorb got. So did you. You're not getting a spin right now, but you did win a snowboard, so eat a dick. Okay. We got Jason. Looking to replace my E-Jack with a similar board, but more pop. Trying to decide between the wired Walsh or the Capita Super DOA. Is there something else I should be looking at? So the E-Jack actually has slight taper, and both of those are twin.
Mm-hmm.
So you're really, you'd probably be better off instead of Super DOA looking at the Mega Merc. I think that's really where you want. It's still going to have more pop. And if you were to do wired, you'd probably want to go more like with the Vantage on that. Let's see. But if you really want more pop, I would look at the Rome Ravine Pro. Like that would be one. What do you have for him, sir?
I was thinking a black snowboard at death if you're going to look at Capita. Because E-Jack's pretty aggressive.
It's not that aggressive.
Depends what year, I feel like.
It does. It really does depend on what year. It's basically like an all mountain freestyle flex with just a more damp ride in it. And now they've added 3D shaping, slight 3D to the nose for next year. So.
I don't really know many wired boards. Like, I really do want to try that Devin Walsh. Like, so that one's on the list. But I mean, something with more pop that's directional board. I mean, the Stratos again, like would be. I would put that as a main competitor.
What about an Aviator?
That one's. It's a directional twin, so you could full camber. So I mean,
you're gonna get a ton of pop.
Not that C3. Yeah, you could easily do that if you want it to be more of that riding. If you want to ride more like E-Jack, probably go something directional like he normally rides. But
I'm trying to think what else might be. You could do like even maybe that Amplid singular, not the singular twin, the singular.
Yes. Yep. I mean, would a pick your line on ink? I think that has more pop than the E-Jack. I think it's more directional than the E-Jack.
It's way more directional. Like realistically, standard on ink would be better. It would more snappy and better in that situation, in my opinion. But
I can see that.
All right, let's give this man a spin. Well, the person below you loses a letter. That's just rough. That goes to Carpe Diem. Which I think did he just he's got a few, so Carpe D's nuts. Where is he? I know he's on one of these pages. Where the fuck are you? Aren't you? I know you're on here. This list is just too frustrating. We need a producer. This is where I want it. I just want a real producer. Is that too much to ask? There he is. Okay, so that brings him down to SN. All right. Well, okay. We've got AZ Rider at 6'1", 170 pounds, size 11.5 boots. Am I good with a 56 wide Captain Mercury as a daily driver? I know I'm cutting it close on the weight range. I wouldn't worry about the weight range. I think he'll be fine. I'd be more worried about the width.
Yeah.
On the 56 wide, I mean, I would ride a 57 every day, and I've got 25 pounds on him. I think you're fine with that.
I think so.
Yeah, I think pull the trigger, dude. Go get it and go rip. Well, there you go. You got 2 letters. That puts you in the running to potentially win a snowboard in the next few weeks. All right. And then we've got S2000 guy. Missed out on a great deal on a K2 passport. 180 pound size, 11.5. Looking at the 59 wide coming from the 150 K2 party platter pairing with the ASIM Astros from Battalion. Good all mountain ripper. Hell yeah. Go get it. Do it. Go out there, rip it. You're going to enjoy it. Well, you won yourself a small sticker pack. Make sure you email us, info@angrysnowboarder, and I'll get that in the mail. Make sure you put your mailing address in it. Can't stress that enough. Mailing address. Some people have not figured this out. Okay. Arf Chris, got any binding recommendations for my girlfriend? She picked up a cap of Birds of a Feather at the end of the season. She's been riding for about a year, 60 days or so, mostly all mountain. 60 days and for a year? That's damn good.
It's a shit ton of riding.
That is a ton of days. Like, that is amazing. Dude, props. Like, she's got that figured out. So she probably wants the trilogies from Union in there, or even a ride CL6, which is just the ladies C6 in there. She could do like the battalion, was it the Etna or the Donna? I think it's the Etna is the one. Basically, look at the Etna or the Donna. They'll both work, and just ask which one you want. Or the Rome Guild, which is the women's katana. That's a good one. Basically, the bindings I'm recommending, she'll be able to progress with as she goes, so she won't have to worry about it. Yeah.
I was thinking either ladies hologram or Mirage, depending on how stiff you want to go. I just see a lot of women really love that shadow fit because they steer with their hips more, so they can move it and shift it a little bit easier. So those, otherwise the Jones Aurora, which are their new bindings coming out this year. So you could look at those if she wants to go something with Skate Tech, nice and damp there. Otherwise, you already said the trilogy. Trying to think what the name of the women's K2s are.
So there's the Bedford, the Meridian.
The Meridian is the one I'm thinking of.
And there's one other one. What is it? And it's a 2-word. It's the line something. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. And I can't. So,
but yeah, and like a Meridian, because that's going to have that cushioning underneath the heel and give it a little bit more roll to it. That's what I'd say.
Yeah. All right. We've got scrap. I got a 2023 Capita Black Snowboard Death from a friend for $300. I'm an intermediate to advanced rider. Was this a mistake? Probably. But, you bought it. Go suck it up, Buttercup.
Again, on that one, it depends on what year it is. Because they have changed.
Well, it's a 2023, so...
Oh, okay. You're fine, dude. You'll have fun.
Is that the one with the radial side cut? No, that was the 22, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This one, it's rocker in the nose. You'll be fine. Just
go fast. Just go faster than you think for everything. You'll be fine.
Yeah. And when your legs get tired, just call it. Don't try to keep pushing through it on that board. Go get the beer.
All right. This is a good question from Beziums, even though he doesn't get a spin. Are there any abnormally large people that Shred Foundation could use some of my lightly used boots or bindings for? #sport. Dude, so there is a kid with a size 14 boot that is bigger than you. That is, I think he's like 16. He's 6'8". He is a friggin' beast. And they're always struggling. Like, I sent him some stuff and Danny was just like, oh my God, this will actually fit him. He couldn't believe it. So yes, there are definitely. Danny said, he goes, that's the one thing. He's like, the really big stuff. He goes, we never have anything. So yes, definitely. Shredfoundation.org. People support them. All right. We got Tomato Joe. Rangoons. Oh, maybe not today. Or maybe. I don't know. Depends what mood I'm in. Got to ollie them slow signs. All right. We got Brandon Schran. Got a nice used Huck Knife Pro for $100. Was thinking of buying forces for it, but I also have some Astro Acims from my shadow band. I don't mind swapping. Either of those good ideas or something else? Astro Acims, throw them on there. You're fine. Save the money you'd spend on buying those forces and use that money for a season pass or to ride more or do something, dude. You don't need to. If you're cool with swapping, who gives a shit? You're good to go. Don't worry about it. For anyone that doesn't know, like when we get questions like that, we're going to tell you always save the money for the most part, unless you got some really weird whacked out binding. But Brandon, you did win a small sticker pack. So just email me info@angrysnowboarder and make sure you put your mailing address in there and I'll get that off to TC. And then you can slap some angry stickers on that new Huck Knife Pro. $100 for a Huck Knife Pro. It's solid.
It's a smoking deal.
Yeah. As long as it's not clapped and you said it's in nice shape, you're good.
Somebody quit snowboarding.
Yeah. Carpe Diem, got a Jones, Ultra Flagship, and Apollo bindings at half price. Hashtag gotta wait 100 days to ride it. That's a deal. That's
That's
a
a
deal.
smoking deal, especially because
Hopefully, click the links. We need those affiliate sales. Which, speaking of affiliate sales, I put down every shop that's got their 2025 stuff in the description. Oh, ouch! You went bankrupt, sir. That's a harsh one. That's just, sometimes you get got and you just got.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just, well, it's always next time. All right. Literally. Skipper, what's changing in the Rome Ravine Select to the Rome Ravine Pro? I heard maybe not. Literally nothing. That thing rides pretty much the exact same. All right. We got Jack Off Beat. Moderator and Deepfake too much overlap with a nerd superposition? Yes.
Moderator, yes.
Moderator, yes. Deepfake's a little stiffer, but still, you don't need it. I know you want to because everyone in the Discord talks about it, but you don't need it.
Wait until you clap out the super, and then you can do it.
Person below you loses a letter. They also asked a stupid question, so they can fuck right off. You're getting put in timeout. I don't even care. You're going into timeout. You're getting 24 hours.
Oh.
Boom. Because you're dumb. Okay, let's see. I think we're kind of catching up. Let's see. We got Diligently. Question. If you could pick one board from any brand to 1, improve, 2, discontinue, 3, bring back. Oh. I love this question. Go for it, sir.
Okay. So board I want to improve. I'm going to save that one for last. Discontinue the Ride Shadow. Not the Shadow Band. Sorry. The smoke screen. That one's gone instantly. That was the first thing I thought when I saw that. And bring back. I am bringing back the K2 Team Manifest.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, and the board that needs to improve. Honestly, just to improve, just to keep up with the hype that this thing always has, is the Capita DOA. Like, everybody loves that board. Everybody raves about that board. I think it's just a snowboard.
Yep.
Like, and like, for everybody to pump this thing up and keep buying them out every year, I'm like, this needs to get better. But I guess that's why they made the Super DOA. And I like that board. So, but yeah, those are my 3.
So to improve, I want it to be the Mercury, but I want the old Sidecut. So it's 4 millimeters shorter. That's it. That's what I want. I want the old Mercury. That's it. Done. You're going to do that and just put the purple race base on it. I'll be fine. There you go. All right. Discontinue. Never Summer. Everything. Just the whole brand. Just discontinue it. Just get rid of that lasagna camber bullshit. All of it. Goodbye. Fuck you. Bring back, I want the Atomic Hatchet. I want to see a board at a $329 twin tri-radial side cut on there that's a slight mid-wide that anyone can ride. That's what I want. That's what I need. It can have an extruded base. I don't care. You can clap it out. You don't feel bad when you break it. Even if they went back to the original year when it was $279, that would be ideal. Like, I would be so happy with that thing. That's what I want. So, yep. All right. So, okay. Oh, Gorb's back. What snowboard do I want? The Ride Deep Fake in a 165 wide. You've already told me this.
Maybe a 67 wide Berserker would go good for you too, Gorb.
Gorb, you get nothing. And we got Eric message. Avery, thoughts on the Burton flight? Tend to ask. I've answered this question. Scroll back.
It's the same guy.
Oh, ouch! You just bankrupted yourself.
It was worth the joke.
Yeah, you only lost 3 letters. All right. And we got RC5. Difference between the K2 Passport and the Wired Vantage. Flex. The Vantage is stiffer. Camber profile is little more directional camber on the Passport versus the Vantage. Side cuts are going to ride completely different. I think the side cut on the Passport is easier to engage, and with the torsional flex, it's easier to carve. It takes a little more effort to carve the Vantage, but you get a little more power out of it. All right.
Well,
Anyways, I think we've mastered everyone's questions for this week. We're about to hit 2 hours. I want to get out of here. I got shit to do. I got to go feed my dog a greenie and take her for a walk. So I'm going to definitely get out of here. But we'll be back next Thursday with another live stream. So to you two boys that won, you know how to get a hold of me. Let's talk. Figure out what boards you're getting. I got to dig out boxes now. Bastards. Oh, well. So you got to do that. Yeah. Check out the cultural mystery link of the week down below. If you're buying any 2025 product, we got affiliate links down there. Anything you want to add, TC?
nope. Thanks, guys. It was a fun episode.
We'll see you next week.